Good morning everyone, and welcome back to Craft Eccentricity. And I'm just leaning over the microphone. I wasn't sure whether it was switched on or not, so there you go. A great start to the day. And today we're doing Panalisa, and we're doing this set of wine bottles, and you get 2 wine bottles, you get a wine bottle shaped tag, and you get a round I don't know how you do that. Does that flip over the neck of the bottle or something? I think it probably does, but I'm going to use it like a little label. So, you know, I'm always saying, when it's yours, do whatever you want. Right. So, bottles. Bottles don't always have to be about alcohol. No, they do not. But if you're looking for something quick and easy, you can always print off a bottle vector and use your die to cut it out. And because I've got a lot of white excess on the edge, I just used a yellow marker and did that and did the edges. So if all you wanted to do was print something off to create something really quickly, a quick background, then just use a vector, a free one. Yes, right. Here we go. And I do have my tiddly widdly scoreboard today. I'm just going to unhook the folder. So I've got my little scoreboard, which I love, and I've got my folder, so I'm going to put that down. And I'm doing my bottles as beach theme. So we're going to do the equivalent of a bottle slimline card, and I do believe that these were measured on the actual haul video. You can see rather large, and there is 2 of them. So if I just pull those apart, I have cut 2 of the large bottle. Now on one piece, I'm actually going to score it because of course I want my card to stand up. I've got a little bit of fluff there on the edge of my paper. Right. You can see what I'm doing wrong already, can't you? Yeah, it's supposed to go that way around. Yeah. I'll let you ignore me today. I'm just not with it. So if I move this down and I move that up, then I'm going to get something that's reasonably straight. Now, I'm thinking about how this is going to be. So I'm going to score it. I haven't got the top on it, but I'm going to score it. I'm going to say almost half down from the top. So I have gone across there. So it's almost half, isn't it? If I hold it that way, maybe 2/3. Don't know. Get my tape measure out. Right, so I've done that, and I'm going to flip it over, and only up to the score line I'm going to put my glue. So we're doing the base of our card first, and I kind of try not to get too close to that score line because your glue will squish. So there we have that. And now we're going to put our top layer on. And we're going to try and get it on straight. So I'm just tapping it and turning it upside down and tapping it just to make sure that it's on straight. And I'm going to flip it over on the score side and give it a good rub. Just make sure that you're all firmly adhered everywhere that you want to be, and also the opportunity to lift up where you've scored. So let's lift that up, and that will make sure that bit does not get stuck down, because of course this is the back of your card, and we're hoping, there you go, it stands up. I know my camera doesn't take in the entire thing, but I promise you, it's like a little easel there, and it will stand up just like that. It's got a slight rock to it because it's got a curved base, but that's no big deal, and it can look quite attractive. Right, so that is our base done, and I'm just going to pop that down because everything becomes really easy now. So I'll stick it that way around. We are going beach theme, so I'm actually using Panalisa's beach theme paper. So this is the top layer. So I can move my base out of the way and just put the top layer in there, and I'll put that at a slight angle so that you can see it. Right, so I do love this beach theme paper, and what I've done is I cut out a bottle and then I just laid the base of the die here to chop that bit off so that I can just layer it like this, and it's only covering a portion of the bottle. I've used some Dollar Tree adhesive cork. Now this comes in sheets, so I've chopped off a piece here, and you can see the back peels off and it sticks down, and I want that at the top of my bottle, so that's going to go there, and it's also going to add a little bit of texture. Now you also get a little tag, and I have done that already. All I did was the pattern sheet to white cardstock, and I will tie that onto there somewhere, or just attach it, because I just thought that would look really sweet. But then we've also got this one, which is a label, and I think it's just meant to, you know, like fold over the neck of the bottle, but I don't want to, I don't think. I'm thinking about it. And I've cut this pattern piece. Well, of course, it cuts out hollow, so you have to find your way now to adhere that into the centre. And of course, I've got a back. So I need to find out a way that I can attach that onto there somehow. And I'm thinking about it. And I think it's got to be a crisscross of double-sided tape. So that is what I'm going to do now. So I'm just going to move those bits because I've shown you how I'm going to do those. But let's figure out how to do this. So without wanting to stick it to your craft surface, I've got some double-sided tape here. This is from Alina Craft. And if my dogs start barking in a second, it's because I can see the mailman out of the window. So I'm just going to go across here, pull it as tight as I can, and then I want to trim off the excess. So you need to go behind that edge, just lift it up slightly. And that's not sticking, is it? I've got a lot of humidity. Got a lot of humidity and a lot of pollen. So I just want to reposition that. I want it to be quite taut. Right, so I've got it going that way, and I also want it going in the other direction. And the only reason I haven't put it down is because I just do not want it sticking to my table. So I've adhered that. We're going across here, and once again I'm going to cut the excess off. So just behind the cut line there. I'll get that away because it's sticking to my fingers, and I'll cut that little slither. Right, so this is what we've got. We've got our little cross. So I'll just peel it off my finger, and I'm going to lie it down. And I'm going to use this bit to stick it down. So whatever I'm choosing for my image, I need to be happy with it. So that is now stuck down onto that cross of adhesive that's on the back. So now I need to carefully pull the backing tape off. So I need to start with the top one, and it might bubble up, of course, because it crosses the other one, but I'll just have to finagle it. See, it's pulling on that one, but I'll just trim that in the centre. The things we do for art, yeah. Right, and now the white piece of cardstock should actually fit onto there. So that's going to make that a lot more solid. And then while I'm at it, I'm going to get another little piece of tape and just go across the top. And this time I'm not going to peel off the back. I'm just going, hopefully, in exactly the same place as I went before. And that should hold it all in position while I decide whereabout on my bottle I'm going to use it, because it is going to be popped up on double foam pads. Right, so we've now covered over that other sticky region by putting more on top. So now we've got that, and it's all stuck inside, and that's not going to go anywhere. And I'm just making sure my camera's not blurred again. Right, so we've got that bit, and now we need to glue on this bit. So just take the cap off my glue bottle. And just a thin bead. Oh dear, we've got a motorbike going down the road now. Bo is a big fan of chasing motorbikes. And birds. Why on earth he chases birds is beyond me, because of course they're up there in the sky. Right, that is on straight. So I'm giving that a good old squidge. Like I say, you know, just because you've got a bottle doesn't mean it has to be alcohol related. I mean, there's a lot of us that do have bottles in our bathrooms, you know, and they've got sand and shells and all sorts of stuff. But mine is beach themed. Now, my Dollar Tree adhesive cork I've had for a while, so I'm just making sure it's still sticky, and it is. And I'm looking at the pattern on it because it's actually cut out the same way as the top of the bottle, so I'm just holding it in the light to make sure I've got it right. Right, this is the right way around, so I'll just move that out of the way while, whoops, I try and line this up. And I think that's it. So now, I don't know if you can see that, you've actually got a dimensional cork. So you've got a nice bit of texture there. Now, my bottle tag, I wanted to pop onto here before I actually glue the base down. But I'm kind of thinking whether I want to do that or, you know, something other. Now, it's working out what I'm going to do with this. I kind of like the idea, you know, that it looks like a porthole. So I can see that there are score marks here. I'm going to try and get them. Oh, come on, camera. There you go. There is a score line there. So I am actually going to bend mine on the score line. And if not, because I've used really heavy cardstock, I'm just going to get my scorer in. And I'm going to pop it down onto anywhere where there is a straight line. And I'm going to score it. So just make sure that you've got it lined up and you're holding it tight. Right, hopefully I can bend it now. Yeah. So I am going to bend that piece. Let me see what that looks like. Ooh, I'm not sure. Because it would probably go like that on a bottle. I don't know. Someone's going to tell me down below. I'm kind of trying to figure it out. It probably would have been better if I hadn't have creased it and I'd just stuck it on, wouldn't it? What do you reckon? I might cut that out. Where's my scissors? I'm going to have a look now. And I'm trying to think. Let's see how neatly I can cut that. I'm going to get rid of that point. Of course, I should have used the other side of my die to do this. And just crop that bit off. But I've done it with my scissors. Now, I truly know that I could have done better than that. So I hope that you'll do that. And not take your lessons from me. Right, where's my sticky pads gone? Here they are. So I just want to pop a couple of these on. And because we've got it like, you know, hanging there, make sure that when you put your sticky pad on, you're going as close to the edge as possible. Without being seen. I've just realised that I've still got my cutting board on the table. But that's what I'm like. I'll quite literally craft on top of anything, me. Even if I've only got a small scrap of space left. Right. And I think I want it. Yeah. I'm going to go in the middle like it's a medallion. I'm going to go there. So mine's more like a bottle label, if you know what I mean. But what I was trying to explain was this, is that if you actually cut the die out, it comes with this tail on that you've seen that I've just cut off. All you would have to do is put the tail, put your thing back into the die, but put the tail off the other end, and it would cut it out perfect for you. That's what I was trying to explain, rather than you know, using your scissors and doing what I just did, which would make life a little bit more difficult. Right, so I'm squeezing my paper over here again. Got my scissors there, and I want my bottle tag off to the side, but I want to tie it on before I glue it down. So what I need is a strip of tape just on the back here. I'm going to go at an angle because I never know whether I'm going high or low with something that I wrap around. So I'm just popping that onto there. And then my tag will go on. This lovely silver twine, I have had it for years. And it is from AliExpress. But I want some dangle, but not too much. So I'm just finagling. I'm trying to find my tape here. And I'm going to go with that. So it's got just a little bit of give in it. Can you see that? There's just a tiny little bit of give. And then I can just push down where I've got my tape. I'm going to take off the excess. And then I'm going to pop glue onto the back of it. And one of the things that I want to do is to avoid the tape, this area here, because I don't want any bulk sticking out. So my glue section in the middle and around the edges. And I haven't gone anywhere in that area there, because if you moisten up your cardstock, you can end up with like a big ugly bulge, if you know what I mean. So you're better to go very, very lightly in areas like that. Now, I do want to be straight. So I'm just going to turn this to myself. And attach that. Give it a good press. I feel like I've been all over the place today, especially with my paper. Now, I'm not pressing in that area there because I don't want that to look all, you know, dinged up and unsightly. But isn't that great? I love that. I mean, if you were giving somebody a lovely gift of bubble bath and shampoos and face creams and stuff like that, you could totally do that, so that you've got your oceany beach theme going on. But isn't that lovely? Ooh, I like that. Of course, you can put your sentiment on the back of your bottle. There's plenty of space. Don't cut that out with scissors like I did, because I know you can do a better job than that. And then your adhesive cork sheet from Dollar Tree. And I think I've probably got 2 of those sheets left, actually. But does it stand up? That's the thing. There you go. Yes, it does. It stands. Yay. Oh, I just wish my camera had the view to show it properly. But it does stand up. Right, I thank you so much for joining me today. I really enjoyed this. And tomorrow I'm going to be up with that heart-shaped envelope and closure that somebody asked to see. And I do know I'm a couple of days late doing that one. So I'm going to be up with more Panalisa tomorrow. I thank you so much for joining me. Have an absolutely awesome day. And as usual, all links below. Bye.